And my big day is over. Thank goodness. I'm so very tired. I will most likely pass out quite shortly here. But I had to be up and at this meeting training thing at like 8 in the morning, right? And it was in Montebello, which was half an hour away. So, or not what, I mean, it is half an hour away. So I had to, you know, try and plan accordingly. So I had to get up earlier than I usually do. Uh, but the cool thing about this training deal was that it was held at a really cool venue. Uh, it was at this golf course, and like, I mean, it wasn't like in the golf course. It was in this building that was like in the golf course, I don't know, area, vicinity. And it was at this I don't know what you call it, event house, conference club house, uh, where people can hold like conferences, or you can rent it out for weddings and stuff like that. Like there's, I saw a room that had like a disco ball, and you know, it had dance floors and everything. It was a really cool venue. But anyway, the training thing went fine. It went from 8 to noon. And I came back here, did a really piddly workout, and then I went to work. And literally, this is what my work day consisted of. I had one delivery. We got our van back, by the way, so that's awesome. Really good to have it back. Apparently, there was an issue with the transmission, and uh, yeah, those things are never cheap, transmissions. So anyway, we got it back, and so it's really good to have our own van back. Uh, but I had one delivery, and it was a big, big delivery. It was like 150 gallons, which meant 30 5-gallon buckets, each weighing at least 50 pounds. So it came to around, if I did my rough math correctly, around 1.5 tons of paint. And I had to lug all this paint into the store to get it tinted, right? Like colored to the specific color or whatever. And then we had to shake up all that dang paint, and then I had to load it into the van. It was big, right? There's a lot of paint, and so that took a while to do all that tinting and shaking and crud. Uh, and so I got it all into the van, and I can't remember what time it was when I left, but when I got to the location of where it was supposed to go, the gate was closed, and nobody answered the phone number that I was given to, contact the people. Nothing. Like, I called the number 3 times, nothing. Called the store, let them know. She gave me another phone number to call. Called that number twice, nobody picked up. Essentially, I took 1.5 tons of paint out to this location and had to bring it all the way back because I mean, nobody was there. So then I had to unload that 1.5 tons of paint and just kind of set it in the store. That was literally my work day. Uh, Exciting stuff. But afterwards, after I was done with work, I went to Walmart and I got food. And uh, I think, yeah, it was when I was back home. My mom said that where we were just talking about food or something like that, and she was like, "I wonder if like you could just get like a rotisserie chicken and have that last you for a while or something like that." And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try that tonight. I'm going to get myself a rotisserie chicken. So I got a rotisserie chicken among other things, and I got home and I was getting out of my car, and I had multiple bags on my left arm, right, the one holding this camera, right, and I also had the chicken in my left hand. I'm getting out of my car and stuff, and I close my door, and the dang chicken slides out of its carrying sleeve. It was like in a container, like a plastic container, inside this like cardboard carrying sleeve with a handle. Slid out of that sleeve, fell onto the ground, opened up, and my chicken was on the ground of the parking garage, where who knows what all has, touched it in the past. The chicken itself, it was on his back, on. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I was like, oh, this just happened. My chicken is on the ground. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to grab the leg, get it back in the thing. I'm going to make this work, right? I'm still gonna eat part of this chicken. So I grab with all my groceries still on my arm, by the way. I grab this chicken leg that's on the ground, and I pull, and I just pull the bone straight out because it's like tender as crud meat, right? I'm like, oh, oh man, I kind of like, I don't even know if I moved I think I might have moved it a little bit, maybe flipped it over or something like that. It did nothing beneficial at all. Oh my goodness. So then the chicken is still there on the ground, and I'm like holding this thing. I'm like, dang it. So I can't remember what I did with the leg, but I think I put that in the thing, and I literally had to just dig my fingers into the chicken and just kind of somehow maneuver it into the plastic container again. And at that point, it was like there was no redemptive value. I mean, my hands weren't clean. The ground obviously wasn't clean. I just kind of like it touched more of the ground in the midst of me trying to like manhandle it. And so I was just like, this is a done chicken. I can't eat this chicken anymore. So I literally had to like throw it away. It was so sad. What was I going to do? Rinse it off? Oh my word. And even if I did try and rinse it off, who knows if that would have gotten everything? What would I have been consuming at that point? Oh my goodness. But, oh, oh my word. But that was, I was like, what is this week doing to me? It like yesterday was really hard, and now it like takes my rotisserie chicken. But it is what it is. Then I came in, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Ralph's and get another dang chicken because I want some dang rotisserie chicken. So I went to Ralph's, and they did not have any rotisserie chickens. It was kind of late at night. I should have known, right? But they didn't have any, so I was like, forget it. I'm getting a pizza, so I got a pizza, and that was kind of a bad decision. Oh my goodness, I think I'm kind of moving out of the whole pizza stage of life, which is kind of sad, kind of nice at the same time because I know that they're just an unreal amount of calories. But yeah, I'm like, the idea of pizza sounds good, but I mean, pizzas aren't really, after you have a certain amount, they're not fantastic anymore. So, I might be moving on. But anyway, wow, that was besides the point. Anyway, I watched Gangs of New York tonight as well. Now, probably wasn't the best idea either because that movie's almost 3 hours long. Uh, yeah, it was a long one, but it was good. It was a good movie. So, holy crud! Right now, though, I am tired, so I'm going to, like I said, pass out shortly. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow.